Hello, uh, I am Lieutenant Dr. Raju Mandal, Associate NCC Officer ANO of Fokitchat College NCC Unit, 20 Bengal Battalion NCC, West Bengal and Sikkim Directorate. Today we will discuss a NCC topic, actually two NCC topic. One is basic organization of army and another is bases and rank of Indian Army, Navy and Air Forces. So let's start the discussion. First discussion on basic organization of Army. Here you can see the statement that in Indian Army there are three types of crops. One is strike, second is holding, and third is mix of strike and holding. And the crop headquarter is the highest field formation in the army, and a division is made up of 3 or 4 brigades, and each division is headed by division commander in the rank of major general. This is the Indian Army organization structure. Now under the army headquarters we have two components. One is operational commands and number two is training command. Operational command is two type. One is crops, another is static formation. Under the crops we have division. Under the division we have brigade, and under the brigade we have battalion or regiment, and under the battalion we have rifle company. Under the rifle company we have platoon, and under the platoon we have section. In that way, static formation have, under the static formation area we have different sub area, and for training component, under the training component we have training establishment in category 1 and category 2. If you want to say elaborately about the basic organization of army, we can discuss it in that way. In the first part we can discuss as command and control. In the second part we can discuss fighting arms. In the third part we can discuss supporting arms, and in the fourth part we can discuss supporting services. Basic structure, units and command of Indian Army. Mainly, we can say that the Prime Minister of India, is the Supreme Commander of all the armed forces of the country. Under the Prime Minister, under the President of India, the Chief of Army Staff is the head of the Indian Army and is responsible for its command, training, operation and administration. The Chief of Army Staff carries out this function through Army headquarters to the entire Army. He is the chief. A number of staff officers assist him, such as principal staff officer, head of arms and services, a vice chief, and two deputy chief of army staff head coordination. So we can say that the President of India is the Supreme Commander as per the command of the army, and all the activities like training, operation and administration operated by the Chief of Army Staff, and he is the head of the Indian Army, and he carry out this function through Army headquarters, and he is assisted by the different number of staff officer named as principal staff officer, and there is a vice principal staff officer, and there are another post, two deputy chief of army staff are help the principal staff officer, vice chief officer, and so on. In our country, in India, there are 7 commands. The whole country is divided into 7 commands. These are Northern, Western, Central, Southern, Southwestern, Eastern, and Training Command. The command headquarters exercise operational responsibility, and it is commanded by an officer of the rank of Lieutenant General called Army Commander. Now we will discuss about the field formation and static formation. What is field formation? Field formation, the combat commands are grouped as corps, divisions, and brigades. These are commanded by an officer of the rank of Lieutenant General, Major General, and Brigadier. These are field forces. The corps are further divided as holding and strike corps depending on their role. A defense oriented corps is the holding corps, whereas reserve is the strike corps. The corps headquarters handle 3 to 5 divisions, and the army has in its order of battle mountain division, infantry division, armored division, mechanized division, independent brigade group, may be armored, mechanized, parachute, engineer, air defense, field artillery, or infantry mountain brigades. Now we will discuss about the static formation. We discuss about the field formation. We have two formation, field formation and static formation. What is static formation? Area and sub-area headquarters. These are commanded by an officer of the rank of Lieutenant General, Major General and Brigadier. These span the length and breadth of the country. These look after infrastructural asset, line of communication, civil military. Now we have fighting arms. We have three fighting arms. One is armor, second is infantry, and third is mechanized infantry. First we will discuss about what is armor infantry. In the picture you are seeing Indian Army T-90 tank. That means in fighting arms, the first arms in armored arm. In armored arm, they use different tank named as T-72, T-90, and the picture is the T-90 pictures. And what is the function and definition of armored arms, fighting arms? Armor, by virtue of its mobility, firepower, protection and shock action, is the most aptly suited for present day battlefield environment. The basic role of armor is to destroy the enemy by relentless mobile offensive action, both in offensive and defensive operation. An armored regiment has about 45 ranks. In India we have T-72, T-90, MBT Arjun tank. So in the battlefield, when a fighting arm use different tank and give shock action, and that fighting arms is the armored fighting arms. And the second fighting arms is infantry fighting arm. When in the battlefield, soldiers are fighting in the ground, that is the infantry fighting arms. And what is the definition and function of infantry fighting arms? In the picture, in the sample picture, we are seeing it is a infantry fighting arm. Infantry is essential an arm of close combat. So for close combat, infantry fighting arms is essential. Its role in attack is to close in with the enemy. When you want to fight with your enemy in close, then we need infantry fighting arms and destroy or capture him and hold the ground. In defense, it is to hold ground against all forms of attack. It is also employed in counter insurgency and counter terrorism operation. So infantry fighting arms also employed in counter insurgency and counter terrorism operation. Now third fighting arms is mechanized infantry. Mechanized infantry. In our picture, we are seeing that when we prepare a fighting arms with the combination of armor fighting arms and infantry fighting arms, and that's called the mechanized infantry fighting arms. And what is the definition and work of mechanized infantry fighting arms? It is infantry with enhanced mobility and firepower. That means mechanized infantry has mobility and firepower. Mechanized infantry moves in armored personnel carrier APC, which has adequate protection against small arms fire. Their mobility in conjunction with armor enables one troop to obtain most favorable decision in battle. The emphasis is on mobility, firepower, and the manpower. The equipped use as BMP 1 and 2. So we discuss the three fighting arm: armor fighting arm, infantry fighting arm, and mechanized infantry fighting arms. Now in the Indian Army we have different supporting arms. First supporting arm name is artillery. We know in our Kargil conflict we successfully use this artillery supporting arm. not only in the Kargil conflict, in different war and conflict, we use this supporting arm very successfully, as the artillery supporting arms gives heavy volume of fire at long range. So artillery provides, in our picture we are seeing one sample of artillery supporting arms. Artillery provides heavy volume of fire at long range, damage and destroy enemy position before it can be physically captured and occupied by on ground forces. Next, supporting arms is engineer supporting arms. Engineer supporting arms in our battlefield or in the essentials of flood, earthquake, they prepare bridges, road in a very short period and on the basis of emergency. So in our picture we are seeing some personnel, they are preparing some bridges. So engineering supporting arm is the corps of engineers consist of three major constituents, namely combat engineer, MES and border roads. The corps also provides officers to the military survey and DRDO. In words, they provide mobility to own forces by constructing bridges, tracks and helipad. In the battlefield, engineer supporting arms construct bridges, tracks and helipad, and they also deny the same to the enemy by creating obstacles such as laying of minefield and demolition of bridges. So engineer supporting arm not only prepare or construct bridges, tracks and helipad for our forces, they also prepare obstacle for the enemy, like as laying of minefields. Next fighting arms is army air defense. We have in our battlefield different air attack. Army air defense defends the air attack applying different technology and weapon. In the picture you are seeing some weapon and technology which use army air defense to protect the air attack. Army air defense is equipped with air defense guns, short and medium range surface to air missile system, along with Air Force provides air defense to mobile forces and area and points. Next supporting arms is Army Aviation Corps. In the battlefield, there may be, this is the picture of Army Aviation Corps. There may be some casualty, and army personnel may need some medical support. Army Aviation Corps gives the casualty rescue and give them medical treatment on the emergency basis. The role of Army Aviation Corps is reconnaissance and observation by controlling artillery and infantry motor fire from air, and also to provide commander and staff rapid means for liaison, visit and rest. It is ideally suited for evacuation and battle casualties, and they use the Chetak helicopters for logistic tasks and Chetak for aggressive tasks. Next supporting arms is signal supporting arms. For the communication with higher authority with the battlefield, we need communication. We have to give information about the enemy and what are the orders for present position. Army personnel need communication. With the help of signal supporting arms, they give that kind of support in the battlefield. The role of signal is to provide radio relay and line communication and established signal centers during war and peace. It also monitor enemy's communication system. It is also responsible for cyber security. Its vision in the 21st century is to achieve electronic and information superiority for effective functioning of the army. So in the picture we are seeing the signal supporting arms. Now we will discuss the supporting services. And supporting services provide administrative cover to the fighting and supporting arm. In that way, supporting services enabling them, that means for fighting arms and supporting arms, to carry out their task. And the supporting services are for transporting different weapon, personnel, goods, fuel, oil, lubricant. Army Service Corps support the fighting arms and supporting arms. So Army Service Corps constitute that part of the army which is concerned with the planning and execution of logistic support for the fighting formation. It is primarily responsible for provisioning, procurement and distribution of supply fuel, oil, lubricant, hygiene chemicals and other items to Army, Air Force and where required to Navy also. That means Army Service Corps, they provide different items like fuel, oil, lubricant to Army, and they also provide the others items, related item for Air Force and Navy also. The operation of the mechanical transport except first line and the provision and operation of animal transport is also a responsibility of the Army Supply Corps. Where there is a problem of use of car, Army Service Corps use different animal to transport the different items and army personnel. So that is the picture of Army Service Corps. And that is the picture of Army Medical Corps. For in the battlefield or in the peacetime, when army doctors give the medical treatment at the war time and the peace time, that is the Army Medical Corps. And Army Medical Corps provides medical cover during operation as well as in peace station to troops and their family members also. This is the picture of Army Medical Corps. Next supporting service is Army Ordnance Corps. Army Ordnance Corps. In the battlefield, for car and different weapon, gun, for trunk, there may be a technical problem. The Army Ordnance Corps give services for that kind of problem. Army Ordnance Corps is responsible to provide logistic support to the army during war and peace. The logistic function involves the provisioning and procuring of all stores required for operation and maintenance. So we can say that Army Ordnance Corps give proper maintenance at functioning time. That is the picture of Army Ordnance Corps. Next supporting service is Corps of Electronic and Mechanical Engineering. Electronic and Mechanical Engineering. In the lab, in this picture, we are seeing that in the lab, the personnel preparing some helicopters, and when some army personnel take research on weapon and war related vehicle and support army personnel better efficient weapon and vehicle, that is the crop, that is the picture of electrical and mechanical engineers. The major role of electrical and mechanical engineer is repair, recovery, maintenance of all vehicle armed electrical, electronic and mechanical equipment. So those vehicle armed electrical, electronics and mechanical equipment are using by the army personnel, and the work and function of corps of electronic and mechanical engineer is to repair, recovery and maintenance. And that is the picture of corps of electronic and mechanical engineers. Next, supporting service is renowned veterinary corps. The role of the renowned veterinary corps is breeding, procurement, caring and training of animals. It is a picture of renowned veterinary corps, and it is also involved in diagnosis and treatment of animal, and its trained army dog trainer, and also carries out inspection of food of animal origin. Next, Army Education Corps. Time to time, the Army Education Corps give important resource development to personnel and imparting higher education to the troop. Army Education Corps is involved in human resource development through imparting higher education to the troop. This corps gives education regarding different weapon, regarding war strategy to the personnel. And this is the picture of the intelligence corps. Intelligence corps gives us different information about the enemy on the battlefield or peace time, and what will be our strategy at the battlefield. The intelligence corps gives us that strategy. So the intelligence corps, this is a picture of intelligence corps, and its role is to gather intelligence of the enemy and prevent leakage of own information to the enemy. Now next, supporting services is from the corps of military police. The role of military police, this is the picture of military police who is supporting the fighting and others supporting arms. So role of the military police is to preserve good order and discipline and to prevent other problems of the same by persons in or attached to regular army. It also assists in improvement of man, material and vehicle during the peace and war. Next supporting service is Judge Advocate General branch. If there is a conflict between army personnel, then this Judge Advocate General branch deal with legal matter relating to the arms forces. It is a picture of Judge Advocate General branch. Next, Army Physical Training Corps. This is a picture of Army Physical Training Corps, and the role of Army Physical Training Corps is to impart physical education, and develop sports in armed forces. Next, next supporting services is Pioneer Corps. Pioneer Corps shortly, and then the role of Pioneer Corps is to provide discipline and well-trained manpower, where civilian labor is either not available or its employment is too desirable for security reasons. They are mostly committed in operational area. This is the picture of Pioneer Corps. And the last supporting service is the Defense Security Corps. And this is the picture of Defense Security Corps. And the role of Defense Security Corps is to protect defense and installation under specific instruction of the Government of India against minor sabotage and pilferage. The DSC, Defense Security Corps, provides armed security staff, static guards, mobile patrol by day and night. So, in our first topic discussion, we discuss about the command. Our first topic is basic organization of army. We discuss about the command and control of the army, and we discuss about the command headquarters. We have 7 command headquarters including training command. We discuss about the field formation. We discuss about the static formation. We have 3 fighting arms. First is armor fighting arms, second is infantry fighting arms, third is mechanized infantry fighting arms. We have 5 supporting arms to support the fighting arms: artillery fighting arms, engineers fighting arms, army air defense fighting arms, army aviation corps fighting arms, and signal supporting fighting arms. And for supporting services, we have 12 supporting services. First is Army Service Corps, second is Army Medical Corps, third is Army Ordnance Corps, fourth is Corps of Electronic and Mechanical Engineers, fifth is Mount and Veterinary Corps, sixth is Army Education Corps, 7 the Intelligence Corps, 8 the Corps of Military Police, 9 is Judge Advocate General Branch, 10 is Army Physical Training Corps, 12 is the Pioneer Corps, and 11 is Pioneer Corps, and 12 is Defense Security Corps. So we have already discussed the first topics, and next we will discuss about the badges and ranks of so in Army we have 3 sections. First section is commissioned officer, second section is junior commissioned officer, and third section is non-commissioned officer. So highest rank in the commissioned officer is Field Marshal, second General, third Lieutenant General, fourth Major General, fifth Brigadier, sixth Colonel, 7 Lieutenant Colonel, 8 Major, 9 Captain, 10 Lieutenant. So highest rank of the commissioned officer is Field Marshal, and first rank of the commissioned officer is Lieutenant. Now we will move on the junior commissioned officer. For junior commissioned officer, the highest rank is Subedar Major, second is Subedar, and third is Naib Subedar. And for non-commissioned officer, the first rank is Havildar, second Naik, third Lance Naik, and last Sipai. For commission officer, officer of the army are leader who leads everything from a company all the way to a corps and higher. The field marshal is a harmony rank given to a general for his invaluable service, while continue to serve the rest of his terms with the harmony rank. SHF Manekshaw was army chief when India went to war in 1971 against Pakistan. In recognition of his service, he was elevated to the rank of Field Marshal, and the first in the post-independent India on 1st January 1973, Field Marshal Manik Shah completed his term of office as Army Chief. Just a fortnight later, on 15 January 1973, the Field Marshal K.M. Karappa was, was also elevated to this Harmony rank in 1986 after he had retired in 1953. The badges of the rank owned by commission officer as first rank of his commission officer is lieutenant. Now, what about the junior commission officer, JCO? The second set of officers in the army are junior commission officer. The soldier who became JCO joined the army as Sipai and come up through the NCO rank, and the rank of Subedar Major and Subedar and Naib Subedar are used in the infantry, while the rank of Resaldar Major, Resaldar and Naib Resaldar are used in the armed corps. The batches of the rank owned by the JCOs as Subedar Major for Army, Subedar Major, Subedar and Naib Subedar. For armed corps, it is Resaldar Major, Resaldar and Naib Resaldar. Now move on the non-commissioned officer NCO. The third set of officers are the non-commissioned officer, and these rank are given to Joan according to their merit and seniority. The rank batches of NCO are Regimental Havaldar Major. In the picture it is not given, from the Havaldar it is given, but first rank of the NCO, highest rank of the NCO is Regimental Havaldar Major, Regimental Quartermaster Havaldar, Company Havaldar Major, Company Quartermaster Havaldar, Havaldar, Naik, Manslaik and Sipai. Now it is the rank of commission officer, junior commission officer and non-commission officer of army. Now we will discuss about the rank of batch and rank of and these three rank for JCOs. These are the 10 commission officer name: Field Marshal, General, Lieutenant General, Major General, Brigadier, Colonel, Colonel Lieutenant, Major, Captain and Lieutenant. And these are the junior commission officer rank: Subedar Major, Subedar, Naib Subedar. These are the rank. And these are the non-commissioned officer: NCO, Havaldar, Naik, Lance Naik and Sipai. These are the rank. This is the rank structure. Indian Army rank category, 3 category: commission officer, CO, junior commission officer, JCO, and non-commission officer, NCO. Junior commission officer: Subedar Major, Subedar, Naib Subedar. Non-commission officer: Havildar, Naik, Nance Naik, Sipahi. Commission officer we already discussed in the early previous picture. Rank in the Indian Army as a commission officer. First is Admiral of the Field. Second, Admiral or Chief of the Naval Staff. Third, Vice Admiral or Vice Chief of the Naval Staff, VCNS. Fourth is Rear Admiral. Fifth is Commodore. Sixth is Captain. So for Navy, first commission officer rank is Admiral of the Field. Second is Admiral Chief of the Naval Staff. Third, Vice Admiral or Vice Chief of the Naval Staff. Fourth is Rear Admiral Commodore. Sixth is Captain. Seventh is Commander. Eighth is Lieutenant Commander. Ninth is Lieutenant. 10th is Sub-Lieutenant. This 10 rank is for the commission Navy officer, and these are the rank or bases: Admiral of the Field, Admiral, Vice Admiral, Rear Admiral, Commodore, Captain, Commander, Lieutenant, Commander, Lieutenant, Sub-Lieutenant. These are the rank or batches for Navy commission officer. Now these are the junior commission officer of Navy rank. First is Master Chief Petty Officer first class, Master Chief Petty Officer second class, Chief Petty Officer, and leading seaman. There is another two rank, Seaman 1 and Seaman 2. So these are the Navy junior commission rank. First is Master Chief PT Officer first class, Master Chief PT Officer second class, Chief PT Officer, leading seaman, Seaman 1 and Seaman 2. Seaman 1 and Seaman 2 picture is not here. And these are the name of the junior commission officer: Master Chief PT Officer first class, Master Chief PT Officer second class, Chief PT Officer, and these are the rank of non-commissioned officer, non-commissioned rank in Indian Navy. One is PT Officer, leading seaman, Seaman 1 and Seaman 2. these are the rank of Air Force, Commission Air Force. These are the commission, the Air Force, and first rank. This is so in the shoulder, and this is in the sleeve. First rank, commission rank of the Air Force pilot officer. Second, flying officer. Third, flight lieutenant. Flight lieutenant, squadron leader, wing commander, group captain, air commodore, air vice marshal. Air vice marshal, air marshal, air chief marshal, marshal of the Air Force. These are the commission rank of Air Force. And this is the rank of junior commission officer of Air Force. First is junior warrant officer, second is warrant officer, third is master warrant officer. So there is three rank for junior commission officer for Air Force. One is junior warrant officer, master warrant officer. Non-commissioned rank of Air Force. Aircraft man, leading aircraft man, corporal and sergeant. So that is all about the batches and rank of different commission officer. So we can say that we have three wing. One is Army, Navy and Air Force. For three wing we have three sections. One is commission officer, which junior commission officer and non-commission officer. So today we will discuss two topics. Another topic is first topic is basic organization of army. We discuss it elaborately. And second topic is basis of rank for Army, Navy and Air Force. So thank you all. In our next discussion we will discuss another topic. Thank you all. I am closing or ending this discussion right now. Thank you.